You're strong and like flexing, but you can always be stronger. This is why I'm going to share with you the best legendary strength drops that you can farm in dungeons and the open world. I'll go over the best jewelry, armor and all of the legendary weapon types for strength. First, I'll be going over the jewelry, since the jewelry that you can get for strength users are really good and probably most of them are best in slot, except for the amulets that can drop. So for the first thing we are going to take a look is the earring. This earring is called the Doom's Chance earring. This is probably best in slot for most users. It comes with 25 strength, regenerating, really good to regenerate your health, and then refreshing toast, reducing your cooldowns on your potions, and finally refreshing. This earring is super good. You definitely should go get it. You can get this earring from Genesis. Genesis is located in Eden Grove. Just go to the settlement and go to Genesis at the top. Next, another best in slot jewelry piece, the smooth bone ring. This ring is probably best in slot for strength users as well, since it rolls with 25 strength, keen awareness, which will increase that critical hit chance, hardy, which will give you an extra dodge if you are in light, and then if you are looking for some life stealing, then you also get leeching on your ring. I know a lot of people in my company are looking for this ring, so definitely go farm it. You can find this ring in Lazarus. All that you need to do is go to Reekwater and then head over to the Lazarus dungeon to go farm this smooth bone ring. For amulets, there wasn't really a best in slot one, but I still wanted to include a couple so that you can go farm one if you can't find one on the trading post or you're just in need of one. So for the first one, this is called the Scorpion Stone. This one comes with 25 strength, health, flame protection and empowered. Empowered will give you extra duration on your empower. I actually already got this one while farming for the chef shirt. You can farm this amulet in Shattered Mountain. You can just go to Shattered Mountain, go up to Midgard. I found the boss called Disciple of Disorder since I already got this one, so just look out for that boss as well. There's another amulet that can drop that's pretty good. It's called the Chain of Zain. It will roll with 25 strength, health, refreshing and luck. You can farm this in Lazarus. Just head over to Reekwater and head up straight to Lazarus. Now that we have looked at some of the jewelry pieces that you can farm, let's go to armor. The first armor piece that I want to take a look at is a light set, which is called the Warden's Guise. This will roll with 25 strength, refreshing, resilient and luck. Probably not the best because it has luck on it, but still pretty good with refreshing and resilient. You can farm this in Genesis. Just head over to Eden Grove and go to Genesis. If you don't like that headpiece and maybe want to farm a full set of strength gear that's legendary, but that's probably not the best in slot, then you can always go farm for a full legendary set. This set will roll with 25 strength, invigorated, probably not the best perk but also not the worst, and refreshing ward, which will reduce your cooldowns after getting hit 5 times. Probably better for a tank, but nonetheless it still rolls with strength, and it's probably one of the only sets that you can farm consistently. So if you need something and you can find nothing else on the trading post, then I would recommend you go farm this set in Lazarus. Lazarus is located in Reekwater. Just head to Reekwater and go to Lazarus. Now that we're done with all of the jewelry pieces and armor pieces, let's start with weapons. First, I want to go over swords. So the first sword that you can get is Infernus. This one will roll with Constitution and Strength, and then it will come with Refreshing Move. Really good for tanks. Enchanted, light and heavy attacks will do more damage, and life stealing. This is probably one of the best sword drops that you can get for a tank, since they want that refreshing move. You can farm this in Shattered Mountain. Just head to Shattered Mountain, to Midgard, and then farm the boss Disciple of Disorder. I already farmed this sword myself. Moving on to probably the next best sword. This is Curiosity Greed. This one is pretty common among PvE tanks. It will roll with Constitution, Hated, you will generate more Fred. Keenly Fortified, pretty good. And then Keen, which will give you extra critical hit chance. You can farm this sword in Lazarus. Just head over to Reekwater and make your way towards Lazarus. And the last sword on the list is Promise of Power. This will roll with Strength, Refreshing, Keenly Empowered, and Life Stealing. It also comes with the Carnelian Gem, so good for tanking PvE, but you can find this in Ebonskull Reach. Just head over to the dungeon Dynasty Shipyard. If you run rotations, you will find this in Legendary, so definitely a good sword if you're looking for one. Now for the Great Axes, there are some really good Great Axes out there, but none of them are best in slot, so I just chose what I think will be best. The first one is called Inner Peace. This one is probably the best one that can drop that I have seen so far. It will roll with Strength, Life Stealing, Refreshing, and Vicious. I don't believe there's anything better than this one in the open world or in the dungeons, but you can farm this one from Ebonskull Reach. Just head over to Ebonskull Reach and go to Dynasty Shipyard. Unfortunately, you will have to run mutations for it to drop Legendary. If you don't feel like farming Dynasty Shipyard mutations, then you can also get another Great Axe, Blightbone Battle Axe. This will roll with Strength, Angry Earthbane, useless perk at the moment probably, unless you want to do PvE, and you can also get it with Keenly Jagged and Keen. You can farm this in Genesis. Just go to Eden Grove and head over to Genesis. Now moving on to hammers. For hammers, you can basically get best in slot hammers if you want to do damage. The first one is called Fury. This one is really good and it will roll with Strength, Keen, Vicious, and Keenly Empowered. Really good hammer if you are looking to do damage. You can farm this in Lazarus. Just head over to Reekwater and head over to Lazarus. If Fury isn't the hammer for you and you want something a bit more defensively, then you can always look for the Woods Warden. This will roll with Strength, Keenly Fortified, making you a little bit more tanky, and then you get Keen and Vicious. You'll still do damage with it, but it's more the defensive option. You can farm this hammer in Genesis. Just head over to Eden Grove and go straight up to Genesis. Next, let's take a look at a couple of spears. Most spears roll with Dexterity, but I still wanted to include them since they are a strength weapon after all, and maybe you go Strength Dexterity. The first spear is Farseer's Spear. This one is pretty good. It will roll with Strength and Dexterity. It also comes with Enchanted. Your light and heavy attacks will do more damage. Then it rolls with Keen and Vicious. Really good spear in my opinion. You can farm this from Dynasty Shipyard Mutated. You can find Dynasty Shipyard in Ebonskull Reach. Just head over there and go to Dynasty Shipyard. If you're not into that spear, there's another one that's really good. It's called the Javelin of Triadic Empowerment. This one unfortunately only comes with Dexterity, so it's not pure strength, but you can still scale it off strength. You can get this one with Keen, Keenly Empowered, and Vicious. Really good spear in my opinion for a dex user, and even strength if you spec into it and a little bit of dex. You can find this from Genesis Dungeon. Just head over to Eden Grove and go straight to Genesis. If you want a spear with a little bit more cooldown reduction built into it, then the Spear of the Outer Isles are really good. It rolls with 30 Constitution, always useful for a strength user. Then it comes with Life Stealing. Refreshing Move is the main one that we're looking here at for the cooldown reduction. And then it also rolls with a weapon perk, Keen Vault Kick. A lot of people also use this ability. So not the best in slot spear, but still something to hold you over while you're looking for that perfect spear. This you can get from Lazarus. You can find the Lazarus dungeon in Reekwater. Just head to the settlement and go up to the Lazarus dungeon. Moving on to hatchets. There are a couple of hatchets, but I only chose the best. One does roll with Dexterity, but first let's take a look at the strength one, since it's also really good. For the strength one, it is called Dead Wake. This one is really good as well, since it rolls with 30 strength, Enchanted, Refreshing Move, and Refreshing. This is more a cooldown reduction hatchet. Maybe you want to always run Berserk. This is really good if you want to do damage, but still run berserk constantly probably, so you can find this one from Dynasty Shipyard. Mutated. Dynasty Shipyard is located in Ebonscale Reach. Just head over to the settlement and then make your way to Dynasty Shipyard. If you want a hatchet with a little bit more damage, then you can get a cursed end. Hopefully I said that right, but this one will roll with 30 dexterity, keen, vicious and refreshing. Probably not the best in slot hatchet for damage since it doesn't have enchanted, but still pretty good nonetheless. You can also find this hatchet in Dynasty Shipyard Mutated. All that you need to do is go to Ebonscale Reach and then go up towards Dynasty Shipyard. I tried my best to list all of the best open world drops. If I missed something really good, then let me know in the comments so that other people can also find it. If you think this video was helpful, then you can drop a like, and if you're interested in figuring out what's the best jobs for focus, intelligence, dexterity, then I already did a video on them as well. I'll put the playlist on the left so that you can watch those videos as well.